Hello everybody and welcome to the Draekin Files. Today we're going to be taking a look at a ranked Paladin match in Hearthstone. On the screen here you are going to see just a basic rundown of the deck. If you're wanting more in depth, there will be a list in the description below giving you the full rundown on the deck. Some of the highlights here are Aldor Peacekeeprs, 2 questing adventurers, Ragnaros the Fire Lord, Ysera, and Tirion Ring. So with that, let's go ahead and let's get into the action. It looks like we're going to be going up against a Druid deck today. And we have Consecrate, Hand of Protection, and Defender of Argus. All not bad cards. Defender of Argus is more a little bit late game. Hand of Protection, we're going to go ahead and throw that, see if we can get some early card draw. And we have an Argent Squire and a Shattered Sun Cleric. Now the Argent Squire, I love turn 1. It gives you a 1/1 for 1. Also gives you that Divine Shield to go ahead and try to protect so it isn't automatically removed. Let's go ahead and greet our opponent, get the Argent Squire out, and end our turn. Generally there's not a whole lot you can do turn 1, especially as a Druid. Then see there, he's gone ahead and ended the turn. We're going to go ahead and just get an Initiate out, hit him for 1, and pass it back to him and see what he does for turn 2. Now he does have a coin, so he could use that and go for something for a 3 mana cost, or he could just armor up and try to get rid of the Initiate. Looks like he is going to go with a coin. And a very nice play. He's got a Blood Knight, steals my Divine Shield, buffs his minion for a turn 2 6/6. Not a whole lot we're going to be able to do with that. We are going to go ahead and buff up that Argent Squire here. At least give us a little bit of board presence. We do have enough next turn to get rid of that, depending on what else he plays out, but for now we're just going to hit him with the damage, hope he doesn't hit us too hard next turn, and play it from there. Next turn we will also have a Consecrate that we can use to try to help bring down that Blood Knight, which looks like that is going to be the play with that Goldshire Footman out there, because now we have to go through it to get to him. So he's got a 1/2 on taunt on the board, plus that 6/6 Blood Knight. I would expect to get hit for 6 or 7 damage here, so we'll see. Looks like he's trying to make up his mind on exactly how he wants to attack. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and get rid of that Initiate. And then, well, that's a little surprising. Got rid of the Shattered Sun Cleric. Hopefully, it looks like he's trying to protect that Blood Knight as much as possible. However, yeah, we can go ahead and do a little bit of damage here. Get the 2 with the Consecrate and clear the board and get us back down. So overall, disaster averted for that early game rush. He had a 6/6 and we took no damage from it as far as to the hero itself, so not too bad. Now let's see what he's got in store for us here. We've got an Innervate and a Thrallmar Farseer. Gives him a 2/3 with Wind Fury and a Magma Raider. And we've got a couple of options here now. Hello, Ragnaros. And we could Consecrate, get rid of the Magma Raider, but that would still leave us the Farseer with nothing else to do. The Farseer actually scares me a little bit more. Yeah, it's only at 2 health, but it can be buffed, and it does have that Wind Fury. So I'm thinking here the play is going to be a True Silver Champion to get rid of the Farseer. We'll probably eat 5 damage next turn with the Magma Raider, but we can go ahead and clear that off with whatever else he plays here with the Consecrate next turn. Not a bad play on his part. Get the Shield Bearer out, trying to protect that Magma Raider. It's a 0/4, so at least we won't take any damage. Looks like he's going to armor up and hit us for a total of 6. And an Aldor Peacekeepr. Now that might change things a little bit, because we could go Aldor Peacekeepr as well as the Questing Adventurer, use the True Silver Champion to clear out the Shield Bearer, and drop that Magma Raider to a 1/1. Yeah, I think that's going to be the play. Let's go ahead, let's get the Questing Adventurer out there, give us a little bit of board presence. Drop him to a 1/1, gives us 2 3/3s, and we get to restore 2 health because that Shield Bearer doesn't do any damage to us. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that turn. We could have played it a little bit different, but overall I do want to start getting some board presence back on the board here. We're pretty close in health, and I don't want this getting too one-sided and getting too out of hand here. Not a bad play on his part. He goes Druid of the Claw, cat form, probably going to be taking out that questing adventurer. Still gives him a 4-1 plus a 1-1 on the board. And I think now is going to be the time for Consecrate. Go ahead and clear him out and keep our board presence. He's going to go ahead and hit me for 1, but that way we can get rid of his 4-1 without losing our 3-3, as well as the Magma Raider, and do 2 damage to him and give us a total of 5 this turn. And then I could Sunfury Protector to give us an extra minion on the board, as well as turn him into a taunt, but I'm thinking we would want to go ahead and go Hand of Protection just to give him a little bit of safety there, and next turn we should be good for a Ragnaros. Looks like he is thinking. He's got 7 mana to play with, so I'm sure he's got a couple of different options there in that hand. It'll be interesting to see what he comes up with here. And we have a Leper Gnome. 1 mana cost, 2-1 with Death Rattle. A little bit of an interesting choice there for this late in the game. And now that makes a little more sense. If he's got something that can get rid of my Divine Shield this turn, then I'm almost going to have to. And there it is, there's the Moonfire. So I'm sure his thought process here is make me waste my Peacekeeper here on his Leper Gnome. He's going to go ahead and take out the Recruit. Very well played. And this changes things a little bit for us. We now have a Tirion Fortling on the board. I think we're going to go ahead and go there instead of Ragnaros. So we'll save Rag for next turn. Go ahead and clear the board, take 2 damage. He's got just a couple of cards left here. We've got a 6-6 with Divine Shield and Taunt, plus that wonderful Death Rattle, so if he goes ahead and kills him off without silencing him, we're going to get that 5-3 Ashbringer as well. So overall, I'm feeling pretty good about this, and we've got a little bit of board presence here. We can definitely get rid of that Dark Iron Dwarf, even with that Mark of Wild, and not lose our Tirion. And that'll give us a Ragnaros on top of things as well. And Argent Protector, great card to have, not going to do us a whole lot of good here. Let's go ahead and let's get Ragnaros on the board, clear off that Dark Iron Dwarf with Tirion, and let's hit him for 8. And at this point, I believe that's probably going to be a good game here. He's got 13 health, we've got 14 on the board, and we've got those 2 beautiful legendaries there waiting to finish him off. And there it is, there's the concede. So thanks for joining us today. If you have any comments, please leave them below, like and subscribe to the channel, and have a great day.